Imagine walking into a restaurant, waiting just a few minutes, getting a hot burger, golden fries, and a soft drink, and then leaving. Today, that sounds completely normal. But when McDonald's first started, this idea was almost revolutionary. Because McDonald's wasn't just a restaurant, it was a completely new way of serving food, one that would eventually change the way millions of people around the world ate. And the most interesting part, behind this global empire were two brothers, and a struggling salesman who saw something they didn't. The story begins in 1940, in San Bernardino, California. Two brothers, Richard and Maurice McDonald, opened their first restaurant. At first, it didn't look anything like the fast food restaurants we know today. But the McDonald brothers quickly noticed a problem: serving food took too long. So the brothers decided to completely change the system. In 1948, they temporarily closed their restaurant and came back with a strange new idea: a much smaller menu, simpler food, and much faster service. Instead of offering dozens of different dishes, they focused on a small number of products, including hamburgers, French fries, and soft drinks. The McDonald brothers redesigned their kitchen almost like a factory assembly line. Every worker had one specific job. One person prepared the buns, another cooked the meat, and another employee handled the orders. And the idea worked. Customers no longer had to wait around for their meals. French fries. McDonald's fries gradually became one of the brand's most popular products: crispy, golden, and simple, but with a taste that kept customers coming back. But there was still one major problem. How could a small restaurant become hundreds, or even thousands, of restaurants? That's when someone entered the story who would change McDonald's forever: Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was a salesman who sold milkshake machines. When he discovered that McDonald's had ordered a surprisingly large number of his machines, he became curious. He went to the restaurant, and when he saw the operation, he realized something. This wasn't just a successful restaurant, it was a business model that could be replicated across America. Ray Kroc saw the potential. In 1955, he established McDonald's System, and opened the first McDonald's restaurant under his management in Des Plaines, Illinois. Kroc began expanding the business through franchising, but there was something very important about his strategy. Franchise restaurants couldn't simply operate however their owners wanted. Everything had to be standardized. The same taste, the same portions, the same preparation methods, the same service, and the same basic experience. That standardization would eventually become one of McDonald's greatest strengths. If you ate at one location, you knew that a McDonald's hundreds of miles away would give you a very similar experience. In 1961, Ray Kroc bought the company and its rights from the McDonald brothers. From there, McDonald's growth accelerated. More restaurants opened across the United States, and eventually, the brand expanded into international markets. McDonald's was no longer just an American restaurant, it was becoming a global brand. Richard and Maurice McDonald created the original idea, but Ray Kroc understood how to scale that idea, and that combination helped create one of the most famous brands in history. McDonald's started with a simple menu: hamburgers, soft drinks, and French fries. But what kept people coming back wasn't just the food, it was the speed, the price, the consistency. Today, when you see those famous golden arches, you might simply think about a burger and a box of fries. That was the story of the beginning and rise of McDonald's. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing brand stories and fascinating videos.